Hello again for the third installment of Uncle Herb's Story Time. We'll get right into it. That, believe it or not, it's a rather long one. This is called "When the Wind Whispers." The young boy lived in the country where the grass was green in spring and tall in summer, where fall brought leaves and snow in winter. A place the boy could linger and grow and play and learn. A happy place for a boy to explore. He walked every week with his Nana. They walked through woods, they hiked long trails, and they ran and ran through sunflower stands. The best of times for a boy to be a boy with his Nana in the country. One chilly, chilly, chilly day, this boy woke up to a new day of snow and snow all over the ground. He leaped out of bed and stood still at his window and looked outside and smiled, smiled, smiled. I can't wait to walk today. My boots are ready and Nana comes today. Breakfast gulped, milk was spilled and eggs were scattered and Captain Crunch went everywhere. It was like a hurricane had eaten breakfast here. All because it snowed today. All because it was Nana's day. The doorbell rang. He jumped out of his chair, almost stepping on the cat, who was just a little bit too fast for that. Her tail quickly slid from his pounding feet, and he made his way to the front door to open and greet his Nana, Nana, Nana Banana. She was dressed like a warrior, dressed for a walk in winter's dress. A hat of fur with flaps down low to cover her ears from the cold. A coat like armor, gloves like warmth, boots that feared no winter's harm, Nana's suit of armor for this winter's walk. My boy, my boy, my sweet little boy, are you ready to play today? Are you ready to walk today? Today, today, this snowy, wonderful day? Let's go, Nana! From the door, from the house, out ran these two, out into the yard of snow yard, and toward the woods, not far ahead, to start their walk this snowy day where things were good and things okay. At the entrance to the woods, they were met by a creature who stood against a tree, and scratching his belly, he raised his paw and gave a yawn. I am called Raccoona, he said in a sleepy raccoon voice while slinging against a snow-barked tree. Today is a very special day. Today is the day of our first snow. Boy, you and your Nana, I've seen you walking through my woods, but today you are here on first day snow day. A special day that wood forest creatures know. A time between when we will see the leaves and the green. A time when we are granted the gift to speak. Nana dropped her walking stick, but the boy quickly caught it up and looked the raccoona in his raccoon eyes and calmly said, I am 5. I love my Nana and our walks. I know this must be a special day. Raccoona grinned and washed his paws in a hollowed out log of waterfall. 3 things I wish for you today. 3 things for you to take away from your walk today. He raised one paw with one finger raised. As you walk through this snowy day, feel and hear the crunch of snow. That reminds us of the seasons, the bare-pawed grass, the tall, tall grass, the leaves that fall as you remember, as you walk, the crunch of the snow. He raised one paw with 2 fingers raised. The second thing I wish for you today is to smell the burning timber in the woods. It comes from homes of human houses, the scent of humanhood. He raised one paw with 3 fingers raised. The third thing I wish for you today is to hear the whispers in the snow, to hear the whispers in the wind. God speaks to us in his wind. The crunch of the snow, the smell of burning timbers, the whispers in the wind. First snow day begins. Boy and Nana entered the woods as Raccoona slumped against oak wood, and they walked, and he snored, and they explored the woods on first snow day. Down the trail covered with snow, Boy and Nana walked not slow, but steady together as Boy and Nana enjoyed the fruits that winter had gathered. Their forest and woods wore different clothes that each season would dress as each season chose. Some for spring with early leaves and green, and some for summer with bushy growth. Some for fall when leaves would fall and leave tree branches empty. Some for winter time when coats of ice and white snow draped the limbs with fresh fallen snow. They turned a corner in the woods as they crunched in the snow. Together they walked and crunched through the snow. Up ahead and around the corner by the fallen walnut trees sat a creature, hooved and spotted and sitting with crossed deer knees. Hello, boy. Hello, Nana. Nice day to be about in today's winterama. The lady deer was a doe, which is a name for a lady deer, although some are fawns and some are bucks, but this one was just a lady deer. She sat upon the walnut trunk. Her hooves were painted forest brown. Nana said, "This is a magical day, but a wonderful day to be able to speak to the forest creatures." First snow day, Doe Deer said. "But we speak to you every time you walk our way and hike and trail through our woods and ways." "You're beautiful," the boy said as he picked up his Nana's walking stick again. Doe Deer smiled and recrossed her deer legs upon the walnut log she sat. "Boy, 3 lessons today Raccoona has given. I am here to give you one. It is a lesson of the crunch of the snow. As you walk through the walk in life and in trails on the long paths that you will travail, always remember the crunch of the snow. Your future sleeps underneath. Each hoof or paw or foot that creeps through the snowy deep reveals that which you will seek and plows the snow from the path, and the crunch and crunch of snow will someday melt away to your path you choose someday." With that advice, Doe Deer trotted off into the deep woods. Boy and his Nana continued down the trail of snow and woods and relishing the crunch of snow. The crunch of our snow. "Nana," the boy said, "what's that up there?" She replied, "Let's ask." "Who's up there?" In the forest and the woods, a striped creature lofty stood and posed against a poison ivy tree like a model from TV. She greeted these 2 travelers as a black and white striped skunk would, especially on first snow day. A skunk would do. "I am Skunk. Well, I have a real name too, but humans just see me as a skunk who can create a stunk. You can call me Silver. I am so glad it is first snow day. I always enjoyed your walks and hikes, Boy and Nana, through my house of trees and trees." Nana spoke. "The Raccoona spoke of 3 forest lessons that my grandson and I might learn. We've learned of one of which we should savor every gift that God gives us here today." Boy said, "I love this walk with my Nana. I love to hear forest animal talk. I've learned lesson 1 from Doe Deer, to be my best boy ever." The skunk named Silver raised her silver black streaked tail and gently poofed out a non-repulsive smell. "Sorry," Silver giggled. "Just the skunkish thing we do. But for now, lesson 2 that our Raccoona has given you. You've learned about the crunch of the snow. Let me teach you about the seat of scents and smells. They remind us of things once past and things we now share and things that our future may someday reveal. The boy said, "That's an awful lot for a skunk to talk. What can a smell tell?" Silver, the white and black forest skunk, winked her eye and sighed and sighed. Smell for snow day. This is lesson 2 today. Smell the smoke of burning timbers from the chimneys of human houses. Nana sniffed, and the boy sniffed and sniffed. Their snifters were cold this first snow day and sniffed a snowflake or two up their nasal ways. They both laughed and giggled at each other as they sniffed and smelled the smoke from burning timbers from distant homes. Nana asked Silver, "What can we learn from the smoke? What is the lesson in this scent and smell from the burning timbers from distant homes where people dwell?" The she-skunk named Silver said, "Our past belongs in the smoke of the embers as they burn away our yesterdays of good and bad, success and mistakes. The smoke takes it all away. Our present lies in the burning fires of burning timbers in the fire. The heat and warmth is our desire to live each day the best we can for ourselves and others the best we can. Our future lies within the ashes. Our past and present burn away, but our hopes and dreams are here to stay. That is the lesson of the smell of the burning timbers. Remember." With that, Silver raised her tail and started walking down a trail and stopped and turned and grinned again, her skunkish grin. "You'd best be walking as fast as you can. Burning timbers is not what you will soon smell. I'm still a skunk, and I anticipate a smell not so gentle as I raise my striped tail." Nana and Boy quickly headed down a trail the opposite way that Silver took. They just got out of the way. The skunk smell cloud went the other way. "One more lesson, Nana," the boy said, hopping through the snow and holding his Nana's hand. She had to hop too. "I wonder from who?" "Who?" Nana looked around for the voice that made the sound. The boy looked too. Neither one could see who was the who. Diving from the sky, from above the branches of the tallest forest trees, dove a winged and giant creature down to earth and gravity. He dove so fast and furious that he dove his feathered features deep in the snow. His taloned feet were sticking out from the snow, his body buried head first in the snow. "Brr, trump, wump, trump, trump," he said under the snow. Language is difficult when you're buried with snow. Boy looked at Nana, and Nana looked at Boy. Then they both grabbed a leg and pulled his fallen, feathered friend from the snow that he had fell in. "Ooh," he said as he shook himself from the snowy flakes. "Thank you. Let's shake wings." He fluffed out both wings. Nana and Boy laughed and shook his wings. "My buddies call me Hoot. My wife calls me Owl. I guess that's because I am an owl. She's a smart one in our nest house. Not all owls are wise and smart. You can probably see which one is me." "Are you going to give us lesson 3? The raccoonist said that there would be 3, the boy said. "Yes, thank you. That's on my list that my wife, Olivia, wrote today. She and the raccoona corresponded today. With feathered and fluttered and slightly snow-covered, Hoot pulled out his list from his owl briefcase. Let's see. Lesson number 3. It is the lesson of the whispers in the wind. This is a short one. I'm not the wisest owl in the woods, but I think I am the most well-blessed. I have my wife. I have my family. I have a roost over my head. I don't fly that good, but good enough. I don't provide that good, but good enough. The lesson is this, my 2 new friends. It's not what you do, but what you give. It's not how well you fly, but how well you soothe another's cries. It's not the things you celebrate, but those you celebrate for. The whispers in the wind are not the words that you will whisper, but your answer to those that whisper in the wind. Hoot's wings spread out as he vaulted from the earth and into the sky as he feathered away from sight. Boy and Nana watched him fly. Boy and Nana walked on that day, spending another special day. 3 lessons learned, one of the crunch of the snow, one of the smell of burning timbers, one of the whispers in the wind. But most of all, it was a boy and his Nana spending another day together. Okay, there you go. That wraps it up. Story time number 3. Just the 16 minutes. Gee, that's not too horrible. I hope you have a good day this fine Saturday afternoon, and perhaps there'll be a number 4. Yes, 4. Bye bye.